Hey guys, do you ever have just one of those days where you have intentions of getting a lot of stuff done and then you realize that you're just exhausted and you lay down on the nap and accidentally sleep through the last half of the Harry Potter movie you're watching with your kids? Or is that just me? I looked at my sleep ring. I track all of my sleep, and I had a whopping 41 minutes of deep sleep last night. And so my body was exhausted. I did my workout this morning. We had some errands to run, and then I got exhausted. So I took a nap. But the point of this is I had so many of you when I posted my personal stash of what I get in my Scentsy Club and the build up saying I need to use it. I had several people say, "Hey, what is in your collection?" Couldn't see from all of the photos. So I'm going to talk about the bars that are in my collection, and there's like not a favorite bin. I kind of have it sectioned up simply because I've got too many and I had to divide it. So one of the first ones was a Bring Back My bar from a couple years ago called Forever Yours. And this reminds me of like teenage childhood years. Teenage childhood? Does that make sense? Anyway, it just reminds me of youth, happiness, cheap perfumes that you used to get in weird collections. My Wish, it's actually out now in our Bring Back My Bar collection. I'm obsessed with this one. I love it so much. Sun Ripened Berry. This is one of those magic ones, like black raspberry vanilla, that if you warm it, it'll actually help clean the gunk and residue out of your dishes. We have Three Wishes from Aladdin. It's the genie scent. This one's just bright and bubbly and so good. Oh boy! This one's actually available right now in the catalog. It's just delightful. My air conditioning is broken again, and so my bars are just a little bit weepy. Iridescent. This is the one that was available with our 50th anniversary Walt Disney World collection. Vanilla Mint. Oh my gosh, one of my all-time favorite holiday scents, and I have it in pods too. I stocked up during the flash sale, and it'll last me not as long as I want it to. So delightful. Marshmallow Mint Cocoa. Another wonderful one. This is actually what I used for our scent memory for Anne Snow-Kissed Cranberry for Christmas. So yummy. So good. Okay, there's another special one in here I'm going to talk about in a minute that is literally one of my top favorites of all time and forever. Look, I just have these bins, these giant bins. Casting Spells. This one is very controversial. People either love it or they hate it. And it just reminds me of Halloween. I actually enjoy mixing this one with cider mill and vanilla bean buttercream. And it's just like this perfect combination of fall yumminess. Speaking of, cider mill, for the longest time, was my very favorite fall fragrance. And it comes back every catalog season. So I'm assuming it'll be coming back this fall, but who knows, because Scentsy does what they want. But this one, Jack's Obsession, it's a close tie. Like, it's a close run for these two on which one is my favorite fall scent, because this one is just the epitome of yummy fall fragrance. French Kiss. I think I actually took this one out of my club because it's good, and it reminds me of something from my youth. I don't know. My giant bins are on my keyboard. Anyway, it reminds me of something and I can't quite place it, but it's good. I just don't think I love it anymore. So sometimes I cycle through and get rid of my scents. Southern Sweet Tea is also back in right now, available through the end of June. And it is so good. I love this one on the front porch because it just reminds me of you're walking up and you have this yummy peach tea scent, and it's just very inviting. And so when people come to my house, I have a warmer right by the front door outside, and I want them to be able to smell like home and feel invited. Walnut Raisin Muffin. I actually missed out on having this one in my club, so I've been hoarding this single bar for a while. Don't worry about it. I'm fine. It's fine. Toasted Marshmallow. Also a super yummy one. If you like the campfire scent, around the campfire, this and Toasted Marshmallow together are phenomenal. But I have an abundance of that one too, because there's so many where I'm like, oh, I really want to use this, but I don't want to waste it. And it's not wasting. I need to get over that mindset, because if I'm using it, I'm enjoying it, right? That's the whole purpose of this. So I'm gonna shift that soon. Okay, this one is like my Bright Fruity Fun tub, and there wasn't enough room in this tub for the last one I'm gonna talk about, so it's fine. The Mix It collection was a concoction of bars that came out several years ago, and there were 5 scents. There was a light pink, dark pink, orange, blue, and green. And these 3 I put into my Scentsy Club immediately because I became obsessed, legitimately obsessed. And I love mixing them together. The entire point behind this collection was to be able to mix them together to get different combinations of scents. And so grapefruit orange, juicy apple raspberry, and spun sugar and vanilla. So I mix all these 3 together. Usually in my kitchen living room area. If I need a palette cleanser, then maybe I'll throw in, oh, where'd it go? Oh, my root beer float. I'll throw in my root beer float, which is so good. It smells carbonated. It smells carbonated. I don't know how they did it. So that one's super fun to have as a palette cleanser. And if you love the same scents, don't warm them always constantly at the same time, because you will go nose blind to them eventually. So cleanse your palette. This one is called Goals. Also not in my club. It was a part of a different collection, the No Limits wax collection. It was a fun hashtag oriented collection. And I didn't put this in there, and I'm so sad about it. But it's fine. I've scrounged and found some other bars from friends. Pink Cotton has been around for a while. It's still around in other products, but not the bars. It's super delicious. These 2, also fun combination. Nope, that's not helpful. It's sugar and pink haze. These 2 are so yummy. Sugar was my first bar that I loved so much that I had to have it forever. Pink haze was probably my second. So when Scentsy Club came around and these came back, they were in my club immediately. And then the Mix It collection came out and those came in. So anyway, those are all amazing. And then also Pink Sugarberry Mint. I think I forgot to put this one in my club, so I've been hoarding this one last bar. You know, I have regrets about several things. And the last regret I have is the Easter collection this last year. Totally missed the timeline to put it in my club. I just spaced it, and I'm mad at myself. This one is in my club, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. It's sea salt and avocado, and it doesn't have to be because it comes in club in a brick. The 5.5 bars of wax in one. So if you love sea salt and avocado and you're like, man, I super miss the bars, just get one of these bad boys and junk it up, put in your warmers, you're good to go. Okay, the final bar I want to talk about is Angel Experiment 624, which I truly think might be my all-time favorite fragrance. After smelling all those back to back, it's at least in my top 5. So our Lilo and Stitch collection is coming back on Monday, 6/26. See what Scentsy did there, the details, I tell you. But this has been in my club since the very first time our Lilo and Stitch collection launched. And so the Bitty Buddies are coming back. I have everything I can possibly get in this scent. We're coming out with fragrance flowers too, so I'm going to be stocking up on those because it is my go-to. And I use this one primarily in our bedrooms because it just is this really fresh, fruity, light scent, but it doesn't make me think of food necessarily. So this is where I use that one, and I'm obsessed with it. And this is one where I have a hard time using it because I keep thinking, I don't want to run out, but I know it's in my club subscription, so it's going to be fine. I used to have Fuzzy Blanket in my subscription as well. It's also back with the Bring Back My Bars this month. But my nose, you know, once I got sick a couple years ago and my smell changed, something in that one, it just doesn't set right. So I had to take that one out. I had to wish it well and let it go. But Angel Experiment 624 will always and forever be in my club. Oh my gosh. If I ever stop liking this one, maybe something is wrong and check on me. So you guys asked for it. That's what's in my Scentsy Club, and I hope you enjoy. And if you need any help finding any of these or adding these to your club subscription, let me know. Have a rad day.